Alright, hello everybody. Today we are here for a pretty significant hailstorm coverage. At the minute, we do have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here in Texas. We have 2 of them that have a warning for 2-inch hail in diameter here, right over Longview, Texas. So if you're in Longview, Texas, seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows if you haven't already. But we also have several other storms that are capable of producing damaging wind gusts and possibly even a tornado this morning, okay? So we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch issued that continues into portions of Arkansas and Louisiana. We still have a severe thunderstorm watch up for eastern Texas, okay? And we're going to be watching these storms because they are still producing large hail up to 2 inches in diameter, it looks like here. We take a look at the warning here for Longview. It's in effect for the next 52 minutes. This is a radar indicated threat, but we look at the impact. We see people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles, okay? So also going to want to make sure that your vehicles are in a garage if you are ahead of this thing. Like in Shreveport, put them in the garage now while you still have time. But this storm is approaching and you do not want to be outside during this, okay? It's not going to be good. And then, like I said, we have other severe thunderstorm warnings here that are producing damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour at the minute, and maybe even up to 65, or maybe an isolated gust up to 70 is possible today. So now we see here just east of Longview, we have this massive hail here just to the west of Howesville. So seek shelter in Howesville. This is approaching. Sorry if my voice is really bad this morning. I literally just got out of bed, so it's rough. We also have no, we don't have a flash flood warning. That's up in Canada for a rainfall warning. But yeah, Longview needs to be in shelter now. Shreveport, you're going to be down the road here, okay? We could actually go ahead and see moving east at 45 miles per hour. We'll take this out, drag it out from the hill core, go all the way out to Shreveport here, and then we type in 45 miles per hour, and we see that we have, come on, Howesville in 2 minutes. This will be over you. Marshall in 19 minutes. Scottsville in 27 minutes. Lay in 37 minutes. Jonesville in 38 minutes. Wascom in 41 minutes. Lorain in 43. Bethany in 44. Latex in 44. Longwood in 48. Ship in 48. Greenwood in 49. Bryan in 53. Lake Hayes in 53. Flournoy in 54. Blanchard in 56. Lakeview in 59. Keithville in 60. Cooper Road in 60. Staples in 61. Shreveport in 62. Centel in 63. Pickett in 64. Conn in 64. And Cache Point in 64. So the main thing to take away there is that Shreveport, you're about an hour down the line from here, but we may even have some storms before that approaches that are capable of producing some small hail like the one over Wascom right now, okay? So look out. This storm is going to be coming at you down the line. This is going to be problematic because a lot of people are going to have to go to church this morning, and you don't want to go to church in weather like this, all right? You got this massive hailstorm forming here. You don't want to be out driving during this, okay? That is a very dangerous thing to do. Could completely batter your car. It could hurt you and yourself, and your family. And it's just not a good thing to be out driving during, obviously. So avoid driving if possible. Only drive if absolutely necessary here in the Longview, Shreveport area. See here, looks like we've got some damaging winds forming on this storm as well, up to 60 miles per hour. We should be looking at a new radar update any minute here. They do update the radar more frequently whenever there's an ongoing situation like this that's really bad. Another thing to note, it's Super Bowl Sunday, all right? And down the line, these storms are going to track eastward here into the entire area in the yellow here, okay? So if you have plans for the Super Bowl Sunday today, you're going to want to make sure that you're monitoring the weather at all times here down in the yellow, because things are gonna pop off, that's for sure. We're definitely gonna be looking at lots of severe storms capable of producing large to very large hail today. Not just even this morning, just today. And then we also have a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow. We had a slight risk yesterday, but not quite as much happened yesterday as it's looking like is going to happen today. So we'll see here. Yeah, so the new severe thunderstorm watch reads for portions of East Texas, Northwest Louisiana, and Southwest Arkansas. It reads scattered hail up to 2-inch size possible, isolated gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible, infrequent lightning possible. That's not a very high end descriptor for what I think you could put on a storm like this, because it says scattered hail up to 2-inch possible. I would not rule out hail getting larger than 2 inches in this event. And it looks like we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning here for this same hailstorm, man. Yeah, this is the same hailstorm here. They've extended it down to the south here for areas like Beckville, Wascom, and Greenwood. So look out for that. Still radar indicated threat, but yeah. But yeah, right now we're really worried about Longview, and then about an hour down the road, Shreveport. And I will not be live in an hour because unfortunately I have to go to church myself this morning, so I will not be able to go live. But yeah, we have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings for 2-inch hail. We got that new radar update, and that hail core is still there. Especially that blue. That blue is very large hail. So again, if you're in those 2-inch hailstorms, seek shelter immediately. That hail can be very damaging for sure. The main thing you're going to want to do is just get away from windows. If you do that, you'll likely be fine. There's not really a reason to seek shelter on the lowest floor possible. But yeah. Looks like one of our severe thunderstorm warnings for 2-inch hail has expired. That was the one off to the west. Longview, you're probably fine to get out of shelter now if you want. The worst of the storm has definitely passed. There will probably not be any more hail in the near future for you guys. Nothing in terms of like rotation right now for like tornadic potential down with these storms, but that could definitely develop today to the point where there is, because we do have a small tornado risk for today, or actually a moderate tornado risk for today. But technically, it's a slight risk. And then we have a hatched risk for hail, which again, this is the main problem with these storms is, as noted in the title, these are significant hail storms, alright? They are capable of damaging winds and tornadoes, but hail, man, it's the hail that's the main threat, at least at the minute. Again, if you're in Shreveport, prepare now. If you have church to go to or something in Shreveport, you know, starts at maybe 9 a.m. Probably don't want to go to that. Probably don't want to be out driving during a storm like this. A lot of churches do like an online service where you can watch from home. Maybe opt for that if that's a possibility. But, I mean, this is a nasty storm. And again, if you have any pets outdoors, you may want to take them inside as well. Because, I mean, this huge hail, as these warnings read, they can be damaging to peoples and pets. So, gonna want to watch out for that. We also have a pretty significant winter storm occurring out here just to the west, really, to the north and the west, where, I mean, we are seeing some heavy snowfall from Amarillo back down to Lubbock here. We have winter storm warnings up for a good chunk of this area. So, look out. Gusty winds are also possible with this snowstorm. That will be heading off to the north and the east. So, keep that in mind, but it will likely weaken by the time it starts heading northeast. I mean, it is right now, but once it gets into like Oklahoma and Missouri, it might not be quite as bad. Oh my gosh, dude, this hail core. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an upgrade to like 2.5-inch hail. Because this hail is just, I mean, it's scattered large hail, that's for sure. And we're definitely going to start seeing reports coming out soon of large hail, because this is a highly populated area. But that hail core, man. And now, really, the one to the north is kind of weakening, and it's this one down here to the south that we're more worried about. Like, to the north of Beckville. I mean, this thing is just nasty, to say the least. Again, an upgrade to this severe thunderstorm warning is not out of the picture. And it looks like the EAS did go off for these storms here, which is very good. If you don't know what the EAS is, it's the Emergency Alert System. It's where you may be on your TV, and if you have cable, it'll start going bam, 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 and the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, the message gets out by that. But yeah, this hail is just it's nasty. Getting downright dangerous out here as it approaches the Shreveport area. Again, like the severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect, it was like, what was it? It was like scattered hail up to 2 inches possible. I mean, we're already looking at hail possibly over 2 inches in diameter, so I don't know, man. I would have put the hail threat higher on that, but that's just me. I'm not the National Weather Service. You know, my area has not had a real storm in like since the fall at least, maybe even the summer. But on my birthday, which was 2 days ago, there was a few rumbles of thunder outside. Had some storms to the south of me, but we got some of that rain and lightning in my area for sure. Looking for this next radar update that should be here any second. This may be the one that convinces the National Weather Service to upgrade this severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah. Any new viewers just tuning in, we are looking at a huge hailstorm unfolding here in portions of eastern Texas, heading into western Louisiana here, over to the Shreveport area, okay? We've got some massive hail, warned for up to 2 inches in diameter, okay? This is going to be damaging to people, pets, and property, so look out. If you are in the path of this thing, it'll be at Shreveport in a little under an hour, so if you've got anything to drive to this morning in the Longview Shreveport area, like church, maybe you got like a meeting or something, don't do it. A lot of churches and meetings in this area will probably be canceled, but this is a dangerous hailstorm heading off to the east here at the minute in between Beckville and Easton. And these storms are going to continue to the east here, covering a lot of the deep south, really, all the way out to Birmingham. Hold on, we got a radar update I want to look at. Still, massive hail core on this thing. My goodness. It's becoming more widespread. And it's heading back off to the north here, which is a little worrying, because it could enter one of these more populated areas here. Near Shreveport. The storm is just red for moving east, so this will probably approach the southern Shreveport area, which luckily isn't quite as populated, but it's still got quite a few people. And new severe thunderstorm warning here. That is going to be for 1-inch hail and 50-mile-per-hour winds kind of off to the southwest of this storm here near Smithville. We've got a storm that is definitely capable of producing some large hail. So look out for that. We're not really seeing anything tornadic out of these storms just yet, but tornadoes are possible today. So we're going to have to look out for that. Would not rule out a tornado watch being issued today, but I'm not saying it's likely either. I think they're probably just going to stick with severe thunderstorm watches for the most part. By the way, any of you that are interested in the weather even a little bit, southern Wisconsin had their first February tornado the other day in this area here. It was rated an EF2 tornado, their first ever Wisconsin February tornado. Definitely something you don't see very often, and we're probably not going to see again for, possibly even, decades. Because, this was literally the first ever recorded one. February Wisconsin tornado. Ridiculous. Because it is not common that it gets warm enough up there to have tornadic activity. And the dew points get high enough. That's a rare sighting. Should be getting a radar update here any minute now, back up in the Longview Shreveport area for this hailstorm that is causing widespread large hail across a line here. Really, those pinks and those blues are where you can kind of guess there's hail or hail possible. Blues are definitely hail, but pink could just be very heavy rainfall, but it's likely hail. Yeah, not really a tornadic potential with these storms just yet. And a very minor damaging wind threat, but it's the hail, man. Hail, lightning, heavy rainfall. That's what to expect from these. So again, radar update any second now, really. Likely going to be looking at the hail core being about here now, probably. Maybe a little bit further to the west, but Darko and Gil, you are the closest in the line of this thing right now. Need to seek shelter, and my gosh. And the northern storm is developing a significant hail core again, but this southern storm, it is ridiculous. That is crazy. It has been forever since we've seen a hail core like this. I really think that the National Weather Service is probably going to upgrade one of these severe thunderstorm warnings to 2.5-inch hail. Because, man, we're getting readings that are approaching 75 decibels. So again, Shreveport, you're going to be in the track of this in about 45 minutes. I mean, you're in the track of it now, but it'll hit you in about 45 minutes. You're going to want to be prepared. Take vehicles inside, pets and people inside. Nasty storm, to say the least. Getting close to destructive levels of activity here. Yeah, kind of just chilling here at the minute until the next radar update. Guess we could go ahead and take a look to the south here at Rusk. Definitely got some hail approaching. And then LaGrange in Texas got some hail approaching. Man, I don't know what that was. That was like a cross between a cough and a voice clear. Again, if you have any reports of large hail, send them into the National Weather Service, because this is a situation where it would be great to get reports so that we could officially say that there's 2-inch hail on these storms. Get it upgraded from that radar indicated threat. But this morning we already have a very large hail report of 2 inches in Smith County, Texas. Hail to near egg size at County Road 155 and Loop 323. And then we have 11 other, or no, we have 2 significant hail reports. Oh my gosh, one of 2.75 inches in Smith County, Texas as well. Report of baseball size hail with cars damaged. 2.75 inch hail. That is insane. New radar update coming in any minute now, but just looking at these hail reports, New severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for our storm down to the south. For Fayette County, Lee County, Washington County, and Bastrop County. Kind of extending back into the LaGrange area here. So look out for that. But I'm really interested to see what this hail core does next. Because it's not going to be long before we start seeing reports from this area coming in. And yeah, still got that. Oh my gosh. It's just so, like, much more widespread than an event like this usually is. Normally when you get this large of hail, it's isolated to a little area, but this line, it stretches, of the very large hail, it stretches about 15 miles out. And just the large hail in general, I mean, that stretches out about 20 miles. So this is going to be a nasty storm as it enters Shreveport here, officially enters Shreveport, because we're kind of already in the Shreveport suburbs here, in between Shreveport and Longview suburbs. Again, we're really not even seeing any significant damaging wind action. That's not a real gust, don't worry. That's just a weird radar glitch. There's no way there's a 90 mile per hour gust on this storm. But this hail is insane as it gets into Marshall, Scottsville, Wascom, and Greenwood, just to the northeast of Beckville. Surprised we have not received any reports out of Longview yet. Actually, let's see, have we? Looks like in the Longview suburbs we have. And, wait, I'm looking at yesterday. Yeah. Reports out of the Longview suburbs for sure. Oh, they did it. They upgraded this warning here to 2.5 inch hail. And they also upgraded it to 60 mile per hour winds. Don't know what happened to my voice there. But 2.5 inch hail here. Now, that warning has for Mooringsport, Blanchard, Greenwood, Wascom, Scottsville, Marshall, and Uncertain here. But 2.5 inch hail, tennis ball sized hail, and 60 mile per hour gusts entering the Shreveport suburbs. This is ridiculous. And they upgraded the other warning too to 2.5 inch hail. Yeah, like I said, I was expecting this. We now have two high-end severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here. They have 2.5 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds on them for this line of storms that's entering Shreveport at the minute. This is not good. Unfortunately, I am going to have to end stream very soon because, like I said, I have church this morning, but I do want to see this play out for the next 1 or 2 radar scans because, my goodness, man, this is insane. We are getting very close to a destructive warning on these severe thunderstorm warnings, or destructive tag, I should say. At the minute, they're just considerable tagged, but if they get upgraded to 2.75 inch hail or larger, which is definitely a possibility, they will get that destructive tag. So, get ready. Again, seek shelter in Marshall. Probably in a few minutes, Scottsville. Start heading down there. Again, we're on the Texas-Louisiana border here. Again, widespread large hail here from Marshall back down to north of Beckville. Let's see when this new radar update comes in what we're working with. I'm worried this thing's headed straight for the... Oh my gosh. That is insane. It is heading straight for the Shreveport radar. I'm worried it's going to knock it out, and then that would be a big problem, because then we'd have no idea what this storm is doing. But this is some of the biggest hail we've seen in quite a while. And again, it's so widespread. Like, we're getting readings over 75 decibels. We're at 76 decibels for a part of this storm here. This is a huge hail core, something that you will not see likely in your area again for possibly even your entire life. If you were here near Wascom, Scottsville, Marshall. And I mean, you won't see it again in your entire life for your specific area. I mean, we see hail this big. It's not that extremely rare. But for your area, I'm saying, you won't see something like this for a while. Again, unfortunately, I do have to end the stream soon, but we could be looking at an upgrade to this hail here, up to 2.75 inches or higher. So seek shelter away from windows and crossroads in Scottsville within the next few minutes, especially crossroads. At the minute, that line is looking very, very nasty. This here. So look out. They honestly could have pushed today to an enhanced risk for hail. But we only stuck with a slight risk. But, I mean, it could get upgraded. There's nothing stopping it, except for the Storm Prediction Center pulling the trigger. Again, Crossroads just a few minutes away from getting hit by this massive hailstorm. Unfortunately, I do have to end the stream pretty soon, so I think I'm going to wait for this last radar scan to come in. This may not even be my last live stream of the day. I might go live again later today. But Western Shreveport, man. Big time hail. Big time hailstorm, I should say. Surprised that we don't have more storm chasers on this thing. But yeah, again, down the road, we could be looking as far out as Birmingham, Alabama, seeing something like this. And at the minute, you know, you may just be seeing rain in Birmingham and thinking, oh, it's not that bad out here, but it is going to get worse likely. as the storm approaches. Again, waiting for this last radar scan to come in here, but then unfortunately I am going to have to end this stream. Looks like we do have a new report of hail for Harrison County, Texas, of golf ball size near Marshall. And that is literally just up here. So the storm that just passed through here, there's a report of golf ball size hail in Marshall. So, like I said, we're going to start seeing even more reports coming out of this likely very soon. As this thing is not a good situation, to say the least. It's taken a huge northern spin here, right in between Scottsville and Crossroads. Insane hail core here. Large scattered hail here in between Crossroads and Scottsville, likely. Look out for it. Okay. Again, still seeing those readings of 76 decibels. Only warned for 2.5 inch hail, which is possibly the correct warning for this, I guess, but I could definitely see this getting upgraded, so seek shelter if this storm approaches you. And thank you all for tuning into this live stream. Definitely a pretty active stream. Might go live again later today. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday.